Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 235 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Turn that light on, didn't get a reaction at her. Turn that light on, didn't get a reaction from her. Turn this computer on, put this program on, no reaction. Soon as I started talking, so did she. It's a very perceptive cat. If your life has not gone where you thought it would, was it your actions that held you back or your thinking? Well, that's a question with a great deal of bias, because the implication is if your life has not gone where you thought it would, that you thought it would go better. And so your actions and your thinking are what prevented it from getting to the point you maybe think you should be at the 1,000-mile mark and you're only at the 600-mile mark. So why are you only at the 600-mile mark? But what if you thought your life was going to go worse? I didn't think I was going to live past 25. I didn't think I was going to live past 36. I didn't think I'd ever see 55. So my life's going pretty darn good compared to what I thought it might go. Hi there, cat. I know, no one's ever loved you. What things do you think cannot live without? Well, besides like the Maslow's, pyramid of hierarchical needs. I need food, water, and shelter. I need to be warm and dry, things like that. I need my wife. I need my friends. But if you're talking about like material possessions, I need my books. I need my tools. I need my home. So that falls under shelter. So what you see, like there's knives behind me, are things that I think I need. What activities would you do if you were not so afraid? Well, some of the activities I think are limited by my physical capacity. I'm diabetic and I have mobility issues in the sense that my balance isn't all that good because of neuropathy in my feet, my legs. I'm not in the best shape, really admit this. So there are limitations to what I can do. And then there's desire. I don't want to do certain things. Like, for example, I have no desire to climb Mount Everest. Even if I was in great shape, I just don't want to do it. I have no compelling reason to climb a mountain. People have done it. I'm good. We're not afraid. I do have some social anxiety. So if I didn't have the social anxiety, I'd probably do more social things than I do now. I have a deep and abiding fear of falling, so maybe I would do slightly more adventurous things that might entail falling. I'm not sure what those would be. It's not so much heights that get to me. It's the whole you can fall and then that rapid stop at the end. So yeah, maybe something like that. How can you relate a recent dream to a current problem? Well, I get sleep paralysis nightmares, and I think many people get those. It's a nightmare fueled by the fact that your body is currently stuck you're paralyzed because of a sleep cycle issue. I get nightmares that deal with work anxiety, so I'm at work, or that is a classic. I've even had the at work and naked dream. I had that more than once, unfortunately. And I get zombie dreams, not zombie nightmares, which are also triggered by stress. So those are all linked to the real world stress. But I also have pleasant dreams, which are emotionally neutral. They're just interesting. Sometimes those are related to things I've been thinking about or have been kind of churning in the back of my brain for a period of time and then are triggered by something. Sometimes I don't know what that something is. Sometimes I figure it out. Then I also have very pleasant dreams. Like, for example, just today, which is interesting, this question showed up today. Just today when I woke up this morning, it's currently 5:32 a.m. I I dreamed about finding another gaming treasure trove, and I've had this dream dozens of times. Uh, well, find a lot is in the sense of a group of gaming stuff, either free or incredibly cheaply. In this case, the dream was about at a yard sale. I found a bunch of gaming books and some gaming dice, polyhedrals, things like that. Um, so that was cool. And what's interesting to me is that one time I heard somewhere that you can't read in your dreams because the part of your brain that does the dreaming is not the part of your brain that does the reading. I think brains are more plastic than that, that we are better at moving things around than that statement suggests, because I know for a fact that I read in my dreams. Just last night, I was going through this pile of books in a dream, trying to see what I want, what I didn't want, and I passed on all the werewolf stuff from White Wolf. And I found the Stranger Things D&D set. I found two equipment guides, one for Fudge and one for, sorry for British folks, two, and one for GURPS. Interestingly, they were more of like the digest size like this than the standard D&D side, and they had cloth covers, which I thought was kind of cool, and this kind of nice embossed logo and print. It was really kind of cool. It's quite pleasant. But yeah, so there's your little dream segment. How do you behave when you feel depressed, and what do you need most at that time? Um, well, I'm less depressed now, but there were times when I was depressed all the time, and what I needed was sympathetic ear and cognitive behavior therapy and the human touch and concern of a loved one. Yeah, one of my wife's hugs can do a hell of a lot for me. What things, people, or activities give you peace of mind and restore you? Well, my wife and my friends. Coming with great ideas, so doing videos that are creative, pondering things like that, crafting will help that, reading will help that. So all of those kinds of things will help restore me. Sometimes just a nap. How do people know you are angry? Well, if I'm really angry, I will yell. And when I do, I mean, I'm a loud dude under normal circumstances. I know people here don't believe that because they often complain they couldn't hear me in my old webcam, my old software. But I can be a very loud dude, um, just under normal circumstances. I laugh loud. I talk loud. I can be bombastic in my expression. But when I yell, there there's no mistaking my yell for anything other than anger. I've told people that. Well, don't yell at someone. I had someone say, no, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just loud. When I yell at you, you'll know. Um, but also under certain circumstances when I get angry, I just get very stony. And that's the dangerous minute. That's when you don't want to be around me. What is one thing you would like forgiveness for? The stress and suffering I've caused because of my mental illness. Is everything a drama with you? I try not to do that. I try not to be a drama llama. I'm not saying I succeed. What do you continually get away with? Continually to get away with. That implies an attempt to get away with something. I could be very positive and say I get away with some great bargains in my time, and I have gotten away with some great bargains in my day. So that's the most positive and the least controversial answer to that question. As far as getting away with something on a more personal level, I'm not sure. And I don't even know it's healthy to ponder that, to tell you the truth. But there you have it. We're just going to go with the bargain answer. Okay. Thank you for being here for episode 235 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. and I hope that you will be here for episode 236.